would have to identify themselves by yelling, unclean, unclean. He's untouched, unloved, unobserved, living in a colony all by himself. But the text says that he makes his way to Jesus. Now, this was a risk on one hand for him to even be in the vicinity of someone. And on the other hand, if Jesus acted like everybody else acted, he would have immediately had him scourged and imprisoned. But in this man's own mind, he makes this statement that is a marvelous word. He comes to Jesus with a testimony of faith and says, if you want to, you can make me clean. No, you ain't feeling me. Because what he expresses there is, I have no doubt of your ability. I'm just wondering about your willingness. I know you're able. I know you're able. My problem is not whether you have the power to do or not. My question is, do you want to? My brothers and sisters, it is a wonderful thing that this man indicates that you can trust in God to do good. God wants the best for us. And you can always trust him to try to make whatever's wrong right in your life. You can't trust everybody. Come on now. There's not a whole lot of good in the world, it seems. And sometimes we find ourselves on relying on insufficient sources because we go to folk that can't help themselves, much less help you. And so we'll run to our peeps and run to our friends. But I want you to understand that even though the world be evil, God means for you good. In fact, what it says in the gospel, I came that you might have life and have it more abundantly. And even though we have issues, never think that those issues are a result of God trying to punish us. No, God even uses the issues to bring out certain good things in our lives. I wouldn't pray like I pray if I hadn't been through something. I wouldn't shout like I shout if I hadn't been through something. I wouldn't preach like I preach if I hadn't been through something. I thought God was good a long time ago, but every day the Lord wakes me up with the fingers of love and mercy and gives me another opportunity to get life right. Anybody in this room can testify, I know he wants good. I know he wants good for me. I know he wants good for me. I know he wants good for me. You ought to wake yourself up in the morning and say, this is the day. You ain't feeling me. You know that's my motto, that the Lord didn't bring me through everything that he brought me through to leave me in a Monday morning mess. The Lord has already promised that greater is he that is within me than he that is in the world. And every now and then I need to speak certain things to myself, indicating I do appreciate the fact that God is a good God. And every now and then you need to declare to yourself that no weapon formed against you is going to prosper. Every now and then you need to declare he'll make your enemies your footstools. Every now and then you need to declare that every day with Jesus is sweeter than the day